Morning crafters, morning planner friends. I decided to film a video today because I wanted you to take a look at my desk setup. Now I've kind of got it facing forward so you can hear the TV. I'm watching a movie called Pixels. Drinking my cold brew because when my husband served it to me, I think it was like about 7:30. And I decided to stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning. So then that made me oversleep till like 8:30 or such. So after reviewing my emails and after looking through my calendar, I'm like, okay, I need to get busy with my crafting table because I got a whole bunch of stuff on here that I did want to share. So let's go ahead and, now that the chit chat's over, get that started. I wanted to make some ephemera little piles. So these are just little stacks. There's a muslin fabric on the back, which is actually a seam binding, and then a piece of paper print, a button, and some odd ribbons that I had. Everything that I'm using, let me preface that. Everything that I'm using, I already have. And so that's one of my goals, is to try to use up what I have around me available so that I can use it up, essentially, because I've amassed a bunch. So there's those. Then I decided, let's just make some paper ones. So that's just a piece of old paper, which I did tie-dye. Excuse me, tea-dye a couple of months back. And so some of them do have stickers that I bought from AliExpress. Let me show you, because that's a really good buy if you're wanting to invest in some stuff for your journals or scrapbooking. There are these deco sheets, and essentially they come in a book. Well, that's what I call a book. They're, book format. So, and you get tons of them. They usually run in themes. So, but yeah, shout out to AliExpress. I don't know, just throwing that out there in case you're wanting to know. These were also from AliExpress. And, they're really rather cheap. I think the product, what AliExpress does, I think, their selling format is they give you the product cheap, but they make you pay the shipping. So, caution. But yeah, so look, this was a fox with lace, with tulle, with pearls, with gems. And like I said, I grabbed what I had. These butterflies right here are from, it's a die cut that I had. Let me see. No. Here it is. Excuse me. So it's a Stampin' Up die cut, and you get, what is that, 5 butterflies out of the one, one little metal die. And I was gonna say, and I use my Sizzix paper that I've had for ages. And this particular Sizzix paper was a cardstock that was self-adhesive. So that's what I've had a pile of it. And so I'm trying to use that. So that's why I created these. Oh, last week I made some circle ones. this week I'm trying to make some square ones, or whatever piece of paper I have. This happened to be a rectangle, so that got made. Here's one more. That's all I've made so far. Sorry. There you go. So they're really, really pretty. I did embellish them with some mini pearls that I had. Like I said, this is my stash look. I have these ribbons, and I kind of sorted them out last night to reds and blacks. Valentine. Now this has the wired edge, but it's still very usable. Oh, this is the spring colors, pinks and yellows. And these were masks that I made back in 2019 when we were having to make masks. And now I just have the fabric left over. I mean, I never got around to finishing it. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut these up and use them as scraps. So there's those two. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. Oops. Oh, darn. It's I put the bag inside the bag. So, like I was saying, we're using up our scraps. So these are the pearls that I have, flat back pearls. I know that these little miniature ones came from Stampin' Up. These were from Dollar Tree, and I'm sure you could still find these, you know, different colors for sure, but and then these little ones, I want to see those were gifted to me. So that's what's in there, and that's what I used. I did use my hot glue gun to adhere everything, because my initial thought was well, maybe not so much on the ones that don't have paper, but for sure the ones that have the fabric and the ribbon. I was gonna stitch, which I still may. I still may. My sewing machine is my machine gun. No, sorry, YouTube. My sewing machine. Yeah, I might still. So these are pretty cute. I really like these. I like the different color for Christmas as opposed to the traditional colors. So these are pink and reds. So I'm thinking I'm going to make a slew of these up, and then I'm going to go ahead and offer them for sale. But I'm wanting to make it like a kind of like an embellishment kit, because shipping, you know, it's not so cheap, especially now around the holidays. Something else I've been working on, hopefully they don't fall, are these altered paper clips. So yeah, so I'm thinking I'll make, I don't know if I should make 5. No, 5 seems too little. I figure if someone wants to buy embellishments, they're gonna buy like a dozen, maybe 10, you know, for it to be worth shipping costs. So anywho, that's what I'm working on right now. That's what I'm trying to do. At the end of the video, I'll let you see my messy desk, because it's really not going to get any better. I mean, I clean up and then I'll start again, but at some point it's always messy. I worked on these also. These paper circles, layered. And generally, once I get like if I cut up a paper, I go ahead and I work with that. You know, if it was a 6 by 12 and I punch these circles out, well then I'm gonna keep using it till I finish that scrap out, and then I'll start on a new color, as opposed to grabbing a bunch of colors and a bunch of circles, if that makes sense to y'all. So Coco just got here, so I think that's it. I think that's all I've worked on. But I'll go ahead and let y'all get a view of the messy desk and tell me what you're working on. Okay, let's look at the desk. Oh, and see, y'all can see my outside. So yeah. Um, Here's some more. This is where I'm keeping all my circles. These little photograph containers that you get from Michael's. So that's what that's about. I already showed you the stickers. Here's some more, another more stack of ribbons I gotta go through, as in use up. This is my Tim Holtz, Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I usually, other than like the antique white or antique linen, I usually buy the small ones. And I'm sorry, the movie is getting rather loud. Let me see. It's supposed to be about these video gamers set in the 1980s. Video gamers who, it's called Pixels. I just started watching it, but apparently there's a alien invasion or something from outer space, and so these two misfit best friends are gonna save the world. So, and if you know me, you know that's right up my jam. So but back to the Tim Holtz Distress Ink. That's sitting there. My daubers are there. Let me move y'all closer. Hopefully you don't get dizzy. So yeah, so see, that's what I got going on this. Of course, it's a little bit messier now that I showed you stuff. But this was from AliExpress. So I moved my my Barely Art glue, because this is mainly what I use. This is what I use to make all of these little paperclip embellishments. This is a little pumpkin I made right before November got here. In fact, I made it for October, with the circles. Just cut them in. Well, you fold them in half. You cut a slit so that you're able to put the circle disc in there, and it creates a pumpkin, which you could also do for Christmas. You could make it into an ornament if you wanted. So that's sitting there. Some of the beads that I used. I have tons more, but I'm only taking that out. My utility knife. This is a metal container where I have all my scissors. This is, who remembers Glimmer Mist? I have this from like 2007. Sometimes I try to use it. Sometimes I don't. I do have the art glitter glue because I kept hearing all the rave about it, and I wanted to see what the fanfare was. And no, yeah, it's good stuff. It does dry quickly. I have glossy accents. I did use this on, I don't know if it was some paper clip. It was on one of these discs, one of the circles, and it really came out pretty. I like having little plates, but like this one's in the shape of a shell to collect my odds and end things. This one's a ashtray. And so, yeah, I keep those there because I like them handy. Oh, check out this little tray. This was my 79-cent little buy from Goodwill. And I haven't been there a good bit, 2 or 3, 4 months now. I have my trash can over here, made from an old Hominy can. My hubby spray painted it for me, and then I used some stickers. I'm a pen pal, so I have Happy Mail that comes in, and so yeah. So that's a look at my little desk. And the deal about the Happy Mail is I get stickers. They send me stickers on the outside of my envelopes. And they're so pretty. Like, look at that butterfly. So much detail. And I don't want to just store it. So I gingerly take the stickers off and I put it on my can because I thought that would make it look so much prettier. But yeah, that's what I got on the desk. There's some little button box. And my circle punches. This one is a 2-inch. I don't know if I should invest in a 3-inch. I've been pricing them. They're running like $21, which is really a lot for me. I'm on a budget. Plus, we've already said we're trying to use up what we have, not buy more. So, I don't know, guys. Maybe with what I sell my embellishments for, I can buy one. That's a thought. But okay, now I'm just rambling. But let me check out what Coco's into, my cat, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.